Python, the mathematical language for computer. On behalf of Sri Naneshwar Mahavidyalaya Nevasa, welcome to motivational speaker, Dr. Kalyan Rao Takle, member DOS in Mathematics, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune, Assistant Professor, Nashik Road College, Nashik, Principal Dr. Kalapuri Ji, Vice Principal Mr. Arun Dhanwad, and all participant faculty and students. I would like to request our principal, Dr. Kalapuri Ji, to inaugural program and welcome guest of honor.
सूचना दे काळे सर त्याचे ज्यांचे माईक बंद चालू असतील ते बंद करा.
सर्व सहभागी विद्यार्थी आणि प्राध्यापकांना विनंती आहे की आपले माईक कृपया बंद करून ठेवा.
आज मुळा एज्युकेशन सोसायटीच्या श्री ज्ञानेश्वर महाविद्यालयाच्या गणित विभागामार्फत व BBSCच्या विभागाअंतर्गत जो काही ई वर्कशॉप आपण या ठिकाणी आयोजित केलेला आहे, त्या वर्कशॉपसाठी प्रमुख मार्गदर्शक म्हणून डॉक्टर कल्याणराव टकले सर यांचं सर्वप्रथम मुळा एज्युकेशन सोसायटी श्री ज्ञानेश्वर महाविद्यालय आणि सहभागी सर्व प्राध्यापक विद्यार्थी यांच्या वतीने सर्वप्रथम टकले सर आपलं हार्दिक हार्दिक स्वागत करतो. त्याचप्रमाणे गणित विभागाचे प्रमुख प्राध्यापक महाविद्यालयाचे उपप्राचार्य अरुण घनवट सर, त्याचप्रमाणे BBA विभागाचे HOD अमोल जाधव सर, त्याचप्रमाणे सूत्रसंचालन करणारे डॉक्टर काळे SR सर यांचंही या उपक्रमाच्या वतीनं हार्दिक हार्दिक स्वागत करीत आहे. या उपक्रमासाठी सहाय्य करणारे तांत्रिक सहाय्यक डॉक्टर देशमुख सर यांचंही या उपक्रमाच्या निमित्तानं हार्दिक स्वागत. या ई वर्कशॉप मध्ये सहभागी असलेले सर्व प्राध्यापक विद्यार्थी यांचंही या उपक्रमाच्या वतीनं हार्दिक हार्दिक स्वागत. खरं पाहिलं तर गणित हा विषय सर्वांच्या जिव्हाळ्याचा आणि तसं पाहिलं तर प्रत्येक माणूस हा त्याच्या प्रात्यक्षिकाशी संबंधितच आहे. तो गणित हा विषय ज्यावेळेस आपण उच्च शिक्षणाच्या माध्यमातून शिक्षण म्हणून घेतो त्यावेळेस त्याच्या कक्षा त्या शाखेनुसार वाढलेल्या असतात. त्याचा अभ्यासक्रम हा त्याप्रमाणे सखोल वाढत जातो. विद्यार्थ्यांना यापुढील काळात संगणकाबरोबर आणि गणिताच्या अभ्यासक्रमाबरोबर एकत्रित वाटचाल करावी लागणार आहे. म्हणूनच या आजच्या सेमिनारचं कॉम्प्युटर आणि त्याचा गणिताशी असणारा संबंध यावरती आपण हे सेमिनार आयोजित करत आहोत. सर्व प्राध्यापक, सर्व विद्यार्थी या उपक्रमाला जे जॉईन झालेत त्यांचं अभिनंदन या अँगलनी की त्यांना गणिताची चांगल्या प्रकारची आवड आहे असं म्हणावं लागेल. कारण तसं पाहिलं तर मग गणित हा विषय अनेकांना न आवडणारा, परंतु त्यात जो इंटरेस्ट घेईल, त्याच्यात जो अधिकाधिक रुची निर्माण करेल, त्याच्यासाठी नक्कीच हा विषय अतिशय उपयुक्त असा आहे. आणि ज्यावेळेस आता आपण संगणकाच्या माध्यमातून गणिताची ओळख करून घेतो किंवा गणित अधिकाधिक विस्तारित मर्यादेच्या पलीकडे शिकण्याच्या भूमिका आपण ज्यावेळेस स्वीकारतो त्यावेळेस त्याचं संगणकीय महत्व ही अतिशय मोठ्या प्रमाणावरती वाढत जातं. आणि मग संगणकाचा उपयोग शिकणं ही आता काळाची नव्हे तर आता ज्या काही नवीन एज्युकेशन पॉलिसी येत आहेत, ब्लेंडेड मोड येत आहे, त्यामध्ये ऑनलाईन शिक्षण हा पर्याय नव्हे तर त्याचा काही कंपल्सरी भाग आता आपल्याला दिलेला आहे. आणि मग गणिताच्या ज्या संकल्पना असतील त्या आता या संगणकाच्या माध्यमातून आपल्याला जास्तीत जास्त समजून घेता येईल, उमगून घेता येईल. दुसराही ज्यावेळेस संगणकाचा आपण आधार घेऊ किंवा संगणकाच्या दृष्टिकोनातून ते शिक्षण ज्यावेळेस आपण अधिकाधिक प्रगल्भपणे शिकू, त्यावेळेस संगणकाची एक खासियत आपल्या सगळ्यांना उपयोगी पडणार आहे. ती म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस मॅन्युअली आपण काही करत असू तर काही त्रुटी होण्याचा त्यामध्ये संभव असतो. परंतु ज्यावेळेस संगणकीय माध्यमातून आपण त्या बाबी विचारात घेऊ, त्यावेळेस संगणकाचं एक त्याचं वैयक्तिक महत्व किंवा वैयक्तिक खासियत वैशिष्ट्य म्हणावं लागेल, ती अॅक्युरेसी हा त्याचा महत्वाचा भाग आहे. मग ज्यावेळेस आपण अॅक्युरेसीच्या भूमिकेतनं संगणकाचा आणि गणिताचा एकत्रित विचार करू, त्यावेळेस त्याचे रिझल्ट सुद्धा नक्कीच आपल्याला हे चांगले मिळतील किंवा अधिक जो काही वेळ आपला म्हणू तो ज्यावेळेस मॅन्युअली त्याचं करेक्शन करण्यामध्ये असेल किंवा त्याच्या काही अनुषंगिक बाबी मॅथमॅटिकल कॅल्क्युलेशन म्हणू आपण, त्या करण्यात जर जात असतील तर त्या मला वाटतं संगणकाच्या माध्यमातून आपल्याला लवकरात लवकर आणि ऍक्युरेसीच्या पद्धतीनं करता येईल. दुसराही महत्वाचा भाग केवळ गणितापुरताच नाही तर एकूण सर्व शाखा असतील, सायन्सचे सर्व विभाग असतील किंवा कोणताही विषय असेल, त्या विषयाची मांडणी ज्यावेळेस आपण गणितांच्या वेगवेगळ्या सूत्राद्वारे करायला जातो, मग कदाचित ते सरासरी असेल, मीन मोल असेल, पर्सेंटेज असेल किंवा आपण त्यावरील जे काही आलेखाचे वेगवेगळे प्रकार म्हणतो ते असतील, ते ज्यावेळेस आपण त्यात गोष्टी करायला जातो त्यावेळेस निश्चितच संगणक आपल्याला भरघोस अशी मदत करील किंवा उपयुक्त होईल. म्हणून खऱ्या अर्थानं संगणक आणि ज्ञात याची जी काही साम्य आहे ती समजून घेणं मला वाटतं जास्त महत्वाचं आहे. आणि तो प्रयत्न आपण आपल्या गणित विभागाच्या माध्यमातून आमचे धनवट सर हे जे मांडतायत ते अतिशय मला वाटतं. म्हणून पुन्हा एक वार डॉक्टर कल्याणराव टकले सर आणि सर्व सहभागी प्राध्यापक, आमचे ग्रंथपाल लायब्ररीयन कोकणे सर, काळे सर, जाधव सर, या सर्वांचंच पुन्हा एक वार हार्दिक स्वागत करतो आणि सूत्रसंचालकाकडे पुढील सूत्र देतो. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request Vice Principal and today's coordinator program. Please share brief introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Kalyanrao Takle sir.
Hello. Good morning to all of you. On behalf of Mula Education Society, Sonai, Sri Naneshwar Mahavidyalaya Nevada, Department of Mathematics and BBSCA, I welcome to all the guests, resource person, principal of our college, colleagues, and all the students participants. I am here to introduce today's speaker for our e-workshop, Python, a mathematical language for a computer. For this one, to give a keynote address or in-depth information, some of the events may be practical one, and that's why we have called it as a workshop. I will try to introduce today's resource person. He is first of all my friend and colleague. His full name is Kalyan Rao Chimaji Takle. He is from Ahmednagar district and his native place is in Jamkhed Tehsil. He is working as an assistant professor in Gokhale Education Society's RMC Arts, JDB Commerce and NSC Science College, Nasik Road, Nasik. Formerly this college, as I know, it is known as Bitco College. Honorable today's speaker has completed his MSc, B.Ed and especially PhD from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Aurangabad in 2012. As far as his experience is concerned, he has a teaching experience at UG level, 28 years and 5 years at PG level. He is working as a PhD guide since 14 years. 2 students under his guidance awarded with PhD and 5 are pursuing their PhDs under his guidance. He was elected as a member of managing committee for Gokhale Education Society, Nasik. Towards the academic and curricular contribution of Honorable Takle sir, he has completed UGC research project for which 2 lakhs grant was sanctioned and he has utilized successively. He has published the papers, research papers in national, international, peer-reviewed and UGC care-listed journals, 20 in number. He also has published the papers in conferences and seminars, whose number is 10. And especially, he has written 25 books. Out of 25 books, 6 books are related with this technical discipline, or we may call professional discipline, computer related books. There are 6 computer related books published by him. And all these books are published by Nirali Publication, Golden Series at Pune. And it comes under Savitribai Phule University, Pune. He has worked as a resource person for conferences, seminars, and workshops at 32 places. With this brief biodata, or we can have an introduction. On behalf of Mula Education Society, Sri Naneshwar Mahavidyalaya Nivasa, staff of SDM Nivasa, colleagues, and all the delegates, participants for 2 days e-workshop, I welcome to Honorable Takle sir. Sir, for this 2 days workshop, few international students have also registered, and with this we come to know that how this topic is important one, and the intention behind to conduct this workshop was to know the recent areas with respect to mathematics, and as today's era is computerized era, and therefore, as all of us knows, that mathematics plays an important role in developing all these computer languages and these things. And that's why so many softwares are available and they are going to develop with respect to mathematics. Some of them are MATLAB, GeoGebra, Mathematica, Scilab, LaTeX, and Maxima software. Today's expert, let me tell you that today's expert, which we have called him, he is an expert in Mathematica, LaTeX, and Maxima software. And due to his expertise, right from 2019, for mathematics subject under Savitribai Phule Pune University, we have introduced the practicals depending on LaTeX and Maxima softwares along with Python for BBA, CA, BCA, and BSc students. Where this is important, nowadays new areas like artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analysis, coding theory, where we can have a lot of use of mathematics and mathematical software. And hence, due to these new areas where students can make their career, this was considered, and we thought that we should have a e-workshop on such a recent topic, and hence we have arranged this workshop on Python, a mathematical language for computers particularly. With this introduction or theme of today's workshop and introduction of today's speaker, once again I welcome to all the participants, students, colleagues, research scholars for today's workshop. And for the next session, I will hand over to today's anchor, Dr. S.R. Kale, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Thank you, sir. I would like to request motivational speaker, Dr. Kalyan Rao Takle, sir, member, DOS in Mathematics, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Pune, to share your view on a topic, Python, a mathematical language for computer.
Psychology.
Please welcome, sir, Dr. Takle, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Now, first of all, I am very much thankful to Naneshwar Mahavidyalaya and the principal of that college, our friend and vice principal of the college, Dr. Dhanwat sir, and all their colleagues and dear students participants. So, In today's world, these mathematical softwares or the languages are very important. Am I audible? Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
In the board of study, last 3 years, our complete team of board of studies in mathematics, the chairman of the board of studies in mathematics, Dr. Gaikwad sir, and their team working on to introduce latest languages and softwares in mathematics syllabus. Now we have taken a first step in 2019 in choice-based credit system. We introduce first a Maxima software, and which is a free software at FY BSc level. Then same software we continue for SY BSc students, and really I am happy to say that the students are enjoying these things, because in mathematics before this there was no practical work. So because of these softwares, they can do calculations, or they can solve even though the problems using these Maxima softwares. Also they can see the geometrical representation of the solution. They can plot two-dimensional, three-dimensional graphs, and also they can rotate these three-dimensional graphs and see there in different angles and analyze the things. So our aim is to, in FY and SY BSc mathematics, to introducing that Maxima software, is that so students will understand more mathematics using or with the help of these softwares. But at TYBSc level, from this academic year, we have introduced a Python, LaTeX, and machine learning language. So these two languages, that Python and all of you know that Python and machine learning, these are very important in all over the world. So really, I am saying that the syllabus which is designed by us of these two courses, that is Python, machine learning, and also the LaTeX, that is very useful in the IT sector. And if you have learned these two languages seriously, so definitely the TY-based mathematics students, they will get the job in IT sector, and they will get the good package there, because now we are teaching that subject. And also I have the connection with some that connection with IT industries and what the people needed. So these things, all these things we have introduced in our syllabus. So therefore, if you have the students have learned these two languages seriously, definitely in future they will get the good jobs. So today, Miss, I will come to the point after this introduction. I am going to share my screen. Is my screen is visible? Is my screen is visible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now my today's topic is introduction to Python and some higher level developments. So some topics, out of these topics I will cover some topics, that is introduction to Python, mathematical functions, then next Boolean expressions, string, and if possible that tuple and all these things. And also graphics topic will also I will cover. So introduction to Python. So what is this use of Python? I will explain first. There are literally thousands of computer languages. There is no single computer language that can be considered the best. Means in today's world, there are thousands of computer languages, but the more popular language that becomes nowadays, that is a Python language. And the machine learning, then artificial intelligence, and all these things which are depends on the Python. So that because of that, and this Python language is more user friendly and it is a free software. That's why it becomes a more popular. So there is no single computer language that can be considered the best, but the Python is the one of the best language in these. Python is relatively simple to learn and it has a rich set of features. Python is used throughout academia and industry, means the Python is useful for the academic purpose, means most of the researchers, they are using the Python. Even my students, PhD students, they are writing the Python code for fractional partial differential equations, and they are opting it is numerical solution, and these are representing graphically and analyzing these results. Even in industry, means in IT sector, most of the engineers, they are using this Python language for developing their programs. For example, in interesting thing that is in game theory or in developing the games and then animations. So in all such branches, this Python is very useful. It is very much real computer language used to address problems on the cutting edge of science and technology. Python is an object-oriented language that was developed in 1980s as a scripting language. Means in the year 1980s, Python was developed just as a scripting language, and after that, in last few years, that becomes a programming language. Python is a widely used high-level programming language for general purpose programming. What are the features of Python? In Python, there is no need to compile, link, and execute after each correction. Means we know that in C++, in Java, so we have to write a program, then compile it, link, and execute. So all these steps are there. But all these steps will be avoided in the Python. We can write a program and run it directly. And if you have there any error, you can rectify that error and run it again. So Python programs can be developed in much shorter time. Means Python program, because why these programs will be developed or requires a shorter time, because the Python libraries are very strong than the other languages. So therefore, the Python programs can be developed in much shorter time than equivalent Python or C programs or that Java or C++. Python is open source software, which means that it is a free. It is included in most Linux distributions. Then Python is available for all major operating systems, that is like Linux, Unix, Windows, Mac operating system, etc. A program written on one system runs without modification on all systems. Means in other languages, this is really difficult. We want to do some modifications in other systems. But in Python, if you have written this program in Windows system, so it will be same or it will be directly run in Linux, Unix or Mac operating system. So there is no need to modify that program in other operating systems. So therefore, because of this, it is a user-friendly and more popular. Python is easier to learn and produces more readable code than other languages. Python and its extensions are easy to install. Means the installation of that Python is very easy. Development of Python was clearly influenced by Java and C++. Means base is there, C++ and Java, but there is also a remarkable similarity to the MATLAB software. Means this is working parallelly to the MATLAB software, but MATLAB software is a very costly and it is a paid software, but Python is free and their libraries are very strong. So that's why engineers, scientists, researchers, and academicians, they are using a Python. Python interpreter can be downloaded from the Python language website, that is www.python.org. It normally comes with a nice code editor called IDLE, and that allows you to run programs directly from the editor. So what is IDLE? Just I will show you. So this is an IDLE. Okay, I will open it. So this is an interpreter, or that is called as a cell also, Python cell. So this is a Python cell. Okay, and in this Python cell, we can start your working directly. So this cell is a very beautiful. There are many features. I will continue that. So what are the features of these cells? And now here Python 3 point versions are there. So 2 point versions, first 2.0 version is launched in 1980s, and after that 3.1 version is launched in 3rd December 2008. Then 3.1 is launched 26 June 2009, and so on. Then this 20th July 2020, 3.8.5 version is launched. And recently in the month of August, on 10th August, that 3.10 version is launched. So therefore, so all these recent versions are there. So if you are, means you have to download that recent version and install in your PC. It requires a 64-bit that feature of your machine. So also Python features a dynamic type system and automatic memory management, and supports multiple programming paradigms, including object-oriented, imperative, functional programming, and a procedural style. It has a large and comprehensive standard library. So that's why it is a very powerful, and that if you, when you are writing a program, in a short time we can write a nice program and you will get a good output now. Now, two major versions of Python are currently in active use. Python 2.x is the legacy version and will receive only security updates until 2020. no new features will be implemented. And Python 3 is the current version and is under active development. Means continuously that the scientists, researchers, and engineers, they are contributing in development of the Python. Now the next topic is very important, that is ideally. So ideally is Python's integrated development and learning environment. So what is it? Its long form, or what is the meaning of this? Is the ideally is Python's integrated development and learning environment. Ideally is a simple integrated development environment, and that comes with Python. So if you have download the Python and install it on our PC, so that ideally comes with it. It is a program that allows you to type in your programs and run them. So means once you download Python, and then ideally will comes with it, and that is an interactive window. Okay, when you are first start ideally, it start up in the cell, and which is called as an interactive window, and where you can type the program or Python code, and we will see the output on the same window. So I will, for example, I will show you. So we can open this. This is the detailed things are given there. Python 3.8.1 version I am using now, and this is our interactive window, or that is called as a cell, ideally cell. And here we can start to write a program. See, your prompt is ready. So in MATLAB software, such type of prompt is also there. And this, in this window, we can write our program. So just I will type here first sentence. And we can enter. So we will get the output there. That is hello everyone. So print, and here I use the syntax. Once you know the syntax, so you can write it easily. And for a mathematical calculator, the calculator purpose, you can type just any big number and just this divide by suppose very large number and enter. So you'll get the output. So therefore, as a calculator purpose also we can use. For numeric calculations, Python is very powerful, and for all purpose you can use the Python. So this is the interactive window, and in that interactive window we can start our work. So ideally as the following features, so this you can learn or you can read yourself. Now there are keyboard shortcuts. So following keystrokes work in ideally and can really speed up our work. So like that word, Control C, copy, select text, and all these, etc. The basic elements of Python. A Python program, sometimes called a script, in sequence of definitions and commands. So that's why it is called as a scripting language. Means in C++, Java, so that script means we cannot write a program in a forms of that script. Okay. So a Python program, sometimes called a script, and is a sequence of definitions and commands. These definitions are evaluated and commands are executed by the Python interpreter, is called as the set. Just I have shown that. Now see here the Python interactive. We use Python as a calculator, start Python or ideally, and this symbol is ready. Okay. And this symbol says what? This is means this prompt says that the Python cell is ready to write a program. Okay. Or Python interpreter is ready to write a program. Now simple word programming in Python. Print good morning to everyone, just I have shown that. Then print hello world. So here we can use the print statement. So first we see the print, then parenthesis, and this function. Means print function is a very powerful function in the Python. So print, then we write this parenthesis. Function prints the specified message to the screen. And the print functions required parenthesis around its arguments. Means this is the syntax. If you keep in mind, or if you have read it carefully, so definitely you can start your working in Python. So here we can take a print good morning to everyone. Just I have used this command print, and in its syntax should be in parenthesis we can write, or in open bracket you can write your message, and that message we can write here good morning to everyone, and that should be in the inverted comma, and just say enter, so you'll get the good morning to everyone. So you see there are different color combinations. This will be automatically comes in the Python shell or interactive windows. So means this Python is designed very nicely. So different, you can develop programs using these print functions. Here I have taken that X is assigned there, and we can write here X is apple, banana, cherry, and then print X. So we will get the output. Means one step is again we included in this program. So in these steps, or in such steps, you can develop your knowledge to how to write the programs and to increase one by one step. By you increasing one by one such steps, you can develop your knowledge to write a Python program. Now the next thing is there. Optional arguments are there. I will drop because here not necessary at this step, because it will take a lot of time. Getting input here. The input function is a simple way for your program to get information from people using your program. And the basic structure for this, because this is very important. Variable name equals to input message to user. Just I have used that X and is equals to some, but these are the keyboard inputs. We can take your name is equals to input, and that external input is there. So we can assign the name equals to input and enter your name, and then enter your name. So I enter Dr. K.C. Takle or Dr. Takle and enter. So that prompt is ready again. So these are the external inputs. Then next side, print name. Just I will take there this command then, and we will see there the output. Means again the another development, means external input you will give, and see here enter just means first program I given name equals to input, enter your name, then I enter my name there, and then I write print hello name. So we will get hello Dr. Takle output. Means if you want to pass such messages, so we can design yourself all these things and pass a beautiful message to the community. So that purpose also you can use the Python, and simple commands are there. So these are about the strings or that text document. So then it will work for numeric message also or numeric values also. So here you can take this numeric value and see. So here num equals to eval input, enter a number. Okay, and I will enter that 5 or any number you can enter, and then print it is a square or squared number. Okay, then print our squared number there. Square of this number. So here the command is print your number squared and this num into num, because I have assigned this number as a num, and we will get the output. That is 25. Or we can change this program that you can add these numbers, different same number. So just you can change here message add, and here we can type plus. So we will get that the addition of these numbers, this number, that is 10. So you can modify these programs now yourself. So means this input will be handled with this text message as well as numbers. Then variables means when you are writing the program, first we start with a variable. So variable is very important because it is a very powerful big data we can store in a computer memory using a variable. So in most computer languages, the name of variable represents a value of a given by given type stored in fixed memory location. To create a variable in Python, we need to specify the variable name and then assign a value to it. So this is the syntax: variable name equals to value. So Python uses equal to assign values to variable. So see, this is a theory, means we have designed these lectures, means if unknown person in mathematics field or research field or in science and technology field, if they have hear our means read our these books or these things, so definitely they will understand. So how to use the Python easily. So the following interactive sessions with Python interpreter illustrates. So you can take A and then suppose this variable I have assigned now there. I will assign some variable A or B or C, whatever it may be. A and equals to that assigns and equals to 5, and then I print that assigned variable A. So you get the output there 5. Print I will write then again A into A means A star A. So you will get the output 20. Or print A raised to A also, you will get the output. Means all these type of calculations, means once you store that variable there, we can start working or writing the programs in the Python. Now then, different examples I have taken. The next one is a type we can define. So A is variable type we can declare there. Whether it is an integer, whether it is a float, whether it is a string, all these types we can declare there. So I will write a simple thing. So I will declare a variable A equals to suppose 7, and then that print types A and enter. So the class of this variable is integer. Means sometimes if there is an error and that error message will be there, so your variable is not declared properly, so you can verify that whether it is an integer or that the class of that variable you can identify in the pi. Or you can take pi equals to 3.14 and then print type A, sorry, here pi, and we can see, so this is the float. Then I will assign that B equals to some name mass is difficult or maths is beautiful. And then print B. So there is a error here. We can just not necessary to write in the string. So just you declare it. That error message means print is not, print spelling is incorrect. So that message is displayed there. So we can write print means when you are typing and sub button is not working properly and that will make the mistake and that the error message will be displayed now there. So you can rectify that error then and see the type B and the message will be print there. STR means it is a string, means I have mass is beautiful, that string is assigned by the variable B and then I identified the type of that variable and that variable is a string. So means we can identify that is floating point or integer or even though in the string. So even in the Boolean expression will also identify. So all these things we can identify. So here you type q equals to true, then print type q. So type is bool, means that is a Boolean expression. So such several things we can use that. Once we assign that variables, we can start the mathematical calculations or operations we can use and do the calculations. So several things are there. I will skip now these things. So here name of variable must not be Python keywords. Means this keywords are there and then as, if, print. So these are the Python keywords. So don't use these in programming as a text. So these are the keywords and use only in the program. So this not and all this is useful in the Boolean algebra or in some equations, mathematical equations we can use this. Then this raise, import, else, if, all these are the keywords, Python keywords. Next, math operators, that is these are the basic operators, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and this percentage is a module remainder, means this is used for this, and for exponent use double star, and for floor division or that is called as the integer division we can use double brackets space. Okay, so for example we can see here I will use a simple thing. So we have declared here, suppose E equal to 7, then F equals to 9, and then we can percent use, means that is module, that is 7% 9, sorry, 9 here, and enter. So you will get there. Just make up something is print statement we can write, use here print. So just don't directly do print, or this you can write E% F and see the output. So that is 7. And next floor division you can take, that print 7 floor division 9 and end. So you'll get a 0 there. And again see print floor division 9 upon 7. So you will get that integer 1. So like this, we can, once your concepts are clear, you can write a program easily. So for this floor division, for modular remainder, we can, means in algebra, everywhere we can see these are the examples. Here we have done, that is 17 modulo 5, it is 2, then 2 raised to 5, it is 32. For exponent you will double star, then 56, then floor division 8, and that will be 7. So on, these things you can do. Then we can use variable for calculations. A is 5, B is 7, B is 5, then print A plus B, then we can print A square plus B square, and all these calculations we can do easily. So this is the next important part, that is I am going to explain, that is mathematics modules. These are very useful. So what are the math modules? Most mathematical functions are not built in core Python, but are available by loading the math module. Also built-in module contains extra functionalities. There are 3 ways of accessing the function in module, that the statement from math import start. So what is the meaning of this? This is the first module, from math import start. Loads all functions defined in the math module into the current function or module. Means whenever you are starting the mathematical calculations, first you import this module or package, that is from math import start. And if you have removed the start, we can call one by one function. This syntax is there. So for example, we can see here this from import sign, then print that sign from math import. So star is not used, only sign function will call them. So for example, you can see from math import we can take any, and we can calculate these functions. So I will take another window. And here I will take a star from math import star. So all functions are loaded there, and we can find the value of any trigonometric functions or mathematical functions. So sine, that is 1.3 suppose, and see its value is there. Or print that cos, any log, cos, tan, inverse, everything you can calculate. 3.5 and you will get the output. So it is very useful, but before this you should load this from math import start or import math, like that also we can use. So, but if you want call only in the program one function or two functions, we can use this syntax also from math import sine and cos or logarithm, whichever you need it. Now the next topic is random numbers. So this is again very useful in the research and designing the game. So everywhere that random number means whenever the uncertainty is there or whenever this complex data we want to handle, that randomization is very important. So random numbers, we can make an interesting computer game. It's good to introduce some randomness into it. Python comes with module called random, means here another mathematical module that is from import math, and here another module in the mathematics that is random numbers, that is, and it is random. So that allows us to random numbers in our programs. Now there are only one function called randint that will need from the random module. So here we can from random import randint. So this is the module, and then we can use that command randint AB will return a random integer between A and B, including both A and B. Means we can take any simple example. So from random import randint, and then so I have import that module. Just minute. Just minute. That was not from should be there. So immediately we'll get the syntax error message and you. So F was not there. And then print a random number between whatever it may be, that 1 to 100 and any numbers you can choose yours. So X is random integer and print that X also we can say. You can declare like this also, or directly we can write, I will write in the short form, just a minute. Print and that randint and the integers, that number between 1 and 100, means a random number between 1 and 100. Okay, so it will be directly also it will print that random number between 1 and 100, and that will be 90. Again we can print, so every time that random number will not repeat it. So we can, means it is the randomness. So next random number will be generated now. So, and it is very useful because of that, it becomes very useful in the designing the computer games. That is, next random number is generated. So like this, you can generate the random numbers using this command. So then these are the mathematical calculations we can do. Then I will go in the graphs. Then we will understand how to plot the graphs using this Python. See here, we can draw the two-dimensional plots, and I have written this. In this example, we will plot a sine curve and hyperbolic sine curve. In the same plot with a common x-axis having different y-axis, and this is accompanied by use of twin x commands. So first plot I will here plot now that one, that is first graph I will plot. This is the syntax to plot that graph. You may take this syntax and plot the graph, but it needs that another window. So I will take a scripting window, just a minute. And here control V. Then we can run it. After writing this program, you can run it and run module or F5 you can press, and you must save. It is in some file. It will ask, and this is on desktop. I will take that file name, or just a minute. We can save it in desktop. And on that desktop, suppose you can take this file and save. Just make that program is running. And see, this graph is there. Output is there. So this is the beautiful sine curve is there. You can see this is the program and this is the sine curve. Now, see, this program is I have written, and after that, I run it directly. Another program we can write there. Here, we have written the another program, and I will run it again. So here, this program is saying to plot that another curve, and that labeling also there, that is sine hyperbolic x or sine hx. Here run, we can run here, run module, and see the output there. So that taking time for this. Yes. And see this. We will run it again and see sine hyperbolic x there. Graph of sine hyperbolic x. This. So you will get the graph. So for two-dimensional graphs, you can use the Python, and its graphic window is also powerful. We can run all these programs are there. we can even though run all these graphs at a time, because I have written, because of this Python is called as, this is a scripting program I have written, and all these 2 and 3 dimensional graphs are there. We can see these graphs will be run now there. In last semester, there was one chapter that is plotting 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional graphs, and all TYBSc students, they have studied that. BBS students, BCS students may study that. So all graphs. This is a graph of y equals to sin x. Next graph, y equals to sin hx. In script, we have written all these graphs. Then next, y equals to x square. Then next, y equals to x square written in the different, or that is displayed in the different manner. In color change, we can change the color of the graph. So this is sin x into e raised to minus x by 10. Next one is cos hx. Color change. That in another fashion we can plot that graph. Then bifurcate these 2 graphs. Cos x, tan x. Then these graphs are combined there. Then these graphs with legend y equals to alpha square or a square and a cube, means legends also we can use. That legend command is very powerful. Then this is the another type of graph. So we can see here. And this is the 3-dimensional graph. So all programs are written. We can rotate this 3-dimensional graph in all direction. You can see here. See the different directions of these graphs. See, these are the beautiful figure. This is a beautiful figure. We can see, we can change the color of this graph also. That red color, and then we can change the color of that graph, and that one is a green color. So now the next package is their turtle. That is I am going to show you. We can slice the graph. You see that graph is, we have sliced like this. So beautiful facilities are there in the Python. So this graphics window is finished. Next, turtle graphics is very useful there. So some programs are there of that turtle graphics. I will show you. Am I audible? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So turtle graphics, this is again very useful programs. These programs are very useful in designing. So this program I have written, and we can see there this is there. First we import this turtle graphics. This is another module, and then turtle graphics we can forward in speed 200 distance, then right turn 90-degree, then begin fill that circle with 100 pixels in right, and all this, and then for loop I have used and draw the circle. So we can run this turtle graphics. Or we can go on desktop, and this one. Yes. See this, a circle is drawn there like this. So we can terminate this, since it is in designing, it is very useful. So I will terminate this program. We will see another graph. It's colorful graph we can see here. Color turtle graphics, colorful turtle graphics. Means color controls are also there. So every explanation is given there, but we doesn't have such too much time. So we can see the colors, the turtle graphics with colors. So here turtle color red, green, then all explanations are given there. Just you can learn yourself in detail. Just I am motivating to you what is the use of Python and how to learn it. It is very easy to learn. So that is the motivation there. Okay. Turtle is not defined here. Message is there. Okay. Import turtle should be there. Just a minute. So import turtle we can type there. So then it will be displayed. Just a minute, it is taking time. We will draw next one. Drawing a square or drawing a star you can do. this square is drawn. So we can fill the colors also there. We'll see the next graphic. With colorful drawing, we can draw a star also. Draw 6 vertices star. These are the programs. Then spiraling star. So this you can draw there. Here for loop we have used for this, means programming is we needed for this. Yes, invalid here. Your import is you should write and then draw. See this star will draw there. So this beautiful star is completed there. Then with colors we can draw these things. Their color graph is there. So this, see, colorful graph is drawn. See, these are the colorful graphics and these are very good graphics. Different colors are given, red, purple and all. See this. Yes, it is, we can increase the speed of this graphic yourself. See, this is the beauty of Python. Means this is not only lot of features of the Python there. So we will terminate here this figure because this is the use of Python. Just I want to show you. Terminated this. Just the application of Python I want to show you again in the machine learning. Just a minute. Or just I will show you some applications of this Python. Then so this is now 4 books on Python we have written. 2 books for BSc Computer Science and 2 for BSc. And see here how that Python is developed there, or what is use of the Python there. Means our first topic is graphics in that book, and what type of graphs we can draw we will see there. This is Turtle graphics and all their use and how to write a programs in Turtle graphics we will see here from the beginning we have given, and it is very useful to you in IT sector. Definitely it is very useful. Different Turtle graphs you can draw, T shape you can draw there, so any type of shape you can draw there, circles, then 3-dimensional graphs also you can draw there. This random is also there. Then colorful graphs. I have just shown you different colorful graphs in circle type. Draw the polygons in different side with different sides. Random graphs. So then data visualization in Python is also there included. म्हणजे आपला आमचा whatever the syllabus we have developed, so all these things are useful in the data science. So it will be very, see, this is the data visualization, and this is useful in the data science or in the machine learning. We can plot this, visualize that data by using pie chart or bar diagram or anything. So these are the different uses of the Python. See, this pie chart also we can draw there, and that Maya 6, another module is there that is very again powerful. So this is a beautiful use of the Python in our study. So I am thankful to Professor Ghanwat sir. He has to be given me a chance to discuss regarding these softwares, and I have tried with my level and motivated, I think, to the students to work in this direction. Definitely you will get the very good jobs in IT sector, or you can start your own business in that data science field. So thank you very much, Ghanwat sir, and your principal of the college and all the team. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thanks.
Today's motivational speaker, Dr. Shakli sir, expressed his views regarding Python, a mathematical language for computer, in a lucid language and practically. On behalf of Sri Jnaneshwar Mahavidyalaya Nevasa, again a lot of thanks to Shakli sir. Now, I call to Professor Amal Jadhav for a vote of thanks.
हॅलो, आवाज येतोय?
Yes, sir.
हॅलो,
हा बोला सर. जाधव सर.
आज दिनांक, हो येतोय, आवाज येतोय सर. ओके.
बोला जाधव सर, बोला.
हो, आज दिनांक 25 फेब्रुवारी 2022 रोजी मुळा एज्युकेशन संस्थेच्या श्री ज्ञानेश्वर महाविद्यालयाचे मॅथमॅटिक्स डिपार्टमेंट, त्याचबरोबर बीबीसी डिपार्टमेंट अंतर्गत पायथॉन चे मॅथमॅटिकल लँग्वेजचे युजेस कम्प्युटरच्या अनुषंगाने काय आहेत त्यावर अतिशय माहितीपूर्ण असं वेबिनार, ज्याला आपण व्याख्यानही म्हणू शकतो, डॉक्टर कल्याणराव टकले सर यांनी दिलेला आहे. सर्वात प्रथम डॉक्टर कल्याणराव सर यांचे महाविद्यालयाच्या वतीने, संस्थेच्या वतीने खूप खूप आभार. त्यांनी त्यांचा बहुमूल्य वेळ असा देऊन आमच्या सर्व विद्यार्थ्यांना, त्याचबरोबर ज्या सर्व अभ्यासकांनी हे वेबिनार ऐकलं त्या सर्वांना अतिशय महत्वपूर्ण असं मार्गदर्शन व माहिती आज या व्याख्यानाच्या माध्यमातून, वेबिनारच्या माध्यमातून दिलेली आहे. माननीय कल्याणराव टकले सरांचं महाविद्यालयाच्या वतीने, संस्थेच्या वतीने मनपूर्वक खूप खूप आभार. तसेच जे आमचे महाविद्यालयाचे सन्माननीय प्राचार्य डॉक्टर गोरक्षनाथ कलापुरे सर, उपप्राचार्य प्राध्यापक अरुण घनवट सर यांनी अतिशय छानसा असा हा वेबिनार आम्हा सर्वांसाठी, विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी व जे अभ्यासक आहेत या अनुषंगाने त्या सर्वांसाठी आयोजित केला, त्याबद्दल माननीय प्राचार्य साहेबांचे, उपप्राचार्य साहेबांचेही खूप खूप आभार. तसेच सन्माननीय डॉक्टर काळे सर यांचेही खूप खूप आभार. त्याचबरोबर आपण सर्वांनी या वेबिनारला उपस्थिती दिली, अशा सर्व वेबिनारला उपस्थित असणाऱ्या सर्व उपस्थितांचे महाविद्यालयाच्या वतीने, संस्थेच्या वतीने हार्दिक मनपूर्वक आभार. या ठिकाणी महाविद्यालयाच्या आजच्या या कार्यक्रमाच्या अनुषंगानं मी माननीय प्राचार्य, उपप्राचार्य यांच्या सूचनेनुसार या ठिकाणी हा वेबिनार संपन्न झाला असं जाहीर करतो. धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, Takley, sir.
Thank you,
All
sir.
the participants, honorable principal, and colleagues. Thanks once again.
Thank you, sir.